welcome to Friday morning. I am your host, Justin Clark, protecting you from the hypocrisy throughout America. Today on the program, an update on the artists who have boycotted Spotify. The list keeps growing and growing. We're going to play the have you ever heard of that person name game. Is Facebook dead? Could be. I think it's going away. The Olympics are underway, by the way. Does anybody care? Anybody care about the Winter Olympics in China? Not me. Oh, an announcement about some programming on this program coming up for Monday. Lurch is on reserve duty today. He will not be here. EC will do his non-drive time morning news. Makaila gets blatantly honest, and much more to get to. The show is packed this morning. Quick housekeeping. Before we begin, I will be taking your calls and text messages. Here is the phone number, 321-339-1055. Download the Florida Man radio app and listen to us right there around the world, including all past shows, podcast style. But a great show lined up for you on the live, actual radio this morning. But first, the team to my right. Pink dress, like all fancy today. What the hell is going on? Makaila Nichols is here. Hello, Makaila.
Good morning.
Directly in front of me, filling in for Lurch, who's on reserve duty, black t-shirt, a gator hat, actually. EC is here.
Yes, how's it going? I just want to thank you for letting me come down here and slum it on the Justin Clark Show while they finished putting out my office.
Ah, yeah. You might have heard that.
Just a touch.
And now it's time for the opening statement. This should be interesting.
I don't remember exactly what I said about you, EC, but I do remember apologizing. So it must have, I don't remember what I said, but I remember thinking, damn it, and then saying I'm sorry. So I wanted to apologize to your face. That's what I wanted to do.
No, it's all good. I laughed.
Okay, good.
It was all good.
So we all know, it's well documented that Neil Young boycotted Spotify for Joe Rogan's just horrible talk about the virus and treatments and things like that. Well, I have some horrible news for you, especially you 85-year-olds out there, and especially you weird people, because the list of famous people boycotting Spotify has grown, and it's grown overnight, and I think this might be some horrible news for you. So let's go through quickly together all of the artists who have now boycotted Spotify. Pull my music off of there. I will not be on a platform where Joe Rogan does his podcast. Pretty dumb move, by the way. You think they like that mailbox money coming in, because I don't think Joni Mitchell's making all that much dough in 2022. I could be wrong. Maybe she wrote a bunch of songs. I don't know. I don't know how much Joni Mitchell makes, because I don't care. I don't care about Joni Mitchell, to be honest. But she was the first person to come out after Neil Young, and she said, irresponsible people are spreading lies that are costing people their lives. So add Joni Mitchell to the list. Here she is. You want to hear a little Joni? You want to do it? You want to go there?
I guess we're going to.
Here's a little Joni Mitchell for you. This is what you will not be hearing on Spotify anymore, and I know that you're devastated. I know you can hardly sleep last night. Here you go. This is what you're missing.
Is a song so wild and blue, it scrambles time.
I mean, maybe in the villages this might resonate. Possibly in the villages they care, but that's the only neighborhood in America that could give a crap about Joni Mitchell coming off of Spotify for irresponsible people spreading lies, costing lives. Sayonara, Joni. Best of luck to you, though. We wish you well.
She's really proud of herself on her own official website.
Oh, yeah? I'm the woman who boycotted Spotify.
No, it's even, this sounds like maybe something that you wrote. Joni Mitchell is a masterful musician.
Yes.
She is at the same time an outstanding composer.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Great adjectives.
And as reported on this program in previous days, Niles Lofgren also has boycotted Spotify, much to your chagrin. I know you're devastated. How are you going to get through the weekend without Niles on your Spotify account? We encourage all musicians, artists, and music lovers everywhere to stand with us all and cut ties with Spotify. Pick up your sword and start swinging, said Niles.
That's aggressive.
Yeah, he wants him to hit him with a sword for real. I thought we were talking about the pocketbook sword, not an actual sword. Here's Niles. This is what you're missing on Spotify, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta make it today. Straight to my main inspirer.
Thank you, Niles. That's enough. I appreciate you. But, ladies and gentlemen, it has gotten worse. You already knew about Neil Young. You knew about Joni Mitchell. You knew about Niles Lofgren. But it's gotten worse. And look, if you're standing up right now, I'd sit down. Because yet another famous person has now boycotted Spotify. None other than Brené Brown.
Who?
Well, it looks like Brene, but it has that little thing on the end of the E.
Bernie?
No, Brene, but the last E has the thing. You know what I mean? The thing. What do you call that? Can you see that?
The
Accent.
The accent
Yes,
thing.
accent
so maybe
mark.
so how would you say Brene with the last E with the accent mark? I think it's Brene Brown.
Brene.
No, because I think A means it would be it wouldn't have the
EA?
accent. I think it's Brene Brown. Regardless, we never heard of her. Anyone ever heard of Brene Brown?
No.
Anyone in Beanbag Nation never heard of Brene Brown? Apparently, she's a best-selling author known for her research on shame, vulnerability, and leadership. Interesting. We're going to miss you. Brene or Brene Brown? Unbelievable. By the way, she's not a musician or anything. She's an author. And I guess she does some podcast on Spotify called Unlocking Us and Dare to Lead. Wow. Do you know how many podcasts are out there, by the way? Like every American. I think there are 320 million podcasts, honestly.
I feel like everyone has a podcast.
Yes, they do. 320 million, I think.
They do. Everyone
One
has
for
one.
every American. When
I
you're
have
born
one.
now, you get a couple shots and they give you a microphone so you can start your own podcast. That's how it works. You didn't know that? At birth.
Where's your podcast?
I don't have one. I have a radio show. We're more into radio, and we like to stream it, a couple places. I will not be releasing any podcasts until further notice, because they have until they have a transparent misinformation policy. Brene Brown. You want to hear from her? Here you go.
I was like, I don't, let me think about this for a second. And so I tried to call deep on my courage. And I thought,
I tried to call deep on my courage.
You would not be hearing this on Spotify anymore. This is all the more reason to sign up for Spotify. Can you sign me up, or can I at least get your password? I think I'm going to join Spotify
I got
now.
the family plan.
If you can guarantee me I don't hear this,
everyone.
if you can guarantee me I don't hear this lady's podcast, I'm going to download Spotify right away.
you know, I am a storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a qualitative researcher. I collect stories. That's what I do.
Thank you, Brene.
And maybe stories are just data with a soul, and maybe I'm just a storyteller. So I said, you know what? Why don't you just say I'm a researcher storyteller? And
Sign me up for Spotify. Now that I know she's gone, could you please? I'm serious. Is it illegal to share passwords? Because if so, we don't want to talk about it here. Maybe I could just borrow your password.
I could add
So I
you
don't
to
have
the
to pay.
plan.
You can add me to the plan? Because now Brene Brown's not there. This is fantastic. Now I'm down. I'm ready. Bye-bye, Brene. I don't know. India R.E. She said she was pulling her music, and even worse yet, her podcast, which is called Songversation.
Yes,
Songversation.
So it's like
I
music,
get it.
but
Yeah, we're going to probably
conversation
talk
about
about music. I think so. How could you have ever guessed that? Songversation.
Songversation sounds like the name of some sort of improv group that sings only.
Oh,
that's
Songversation
No thanks.
is no more on Spotify. I believe in freedom of speech. However, I find Joe Rogan problematic for reasons other than his COVID interviews. What I'm talking about is respect. Who gets it and who doesn't. See you later, India. I mean, I don't even know what your music sounds like. I don't know many India. I've heard of her, though. Have you heard of India Ari, kind of?
The name's come up before.
Do you know who that is?
No.
India. Do we have any India Ari music? Maybe we could pull something up. I didn't pull. You know what? Don't worry about it. You know what? Skip it.
Yeah, what, you really think
we
I have
wanna
that in
give
my
her a
log
plug?
here?
No, you know what? Don't worry about it. No one wants to hear that.
I was really enjoying every name followed by the music follow-up. I'm kind of let down right now.
Yeah, I couldn't bring myself to pull up any India Ari. And now the entire Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young they're all gone. So David Crosby and Stephen Stills jumped in. Graham Nash did before. So they say we support Neo and we agree with him. There is dangerous disinformation being aired on Spotify's Joe Rogan podcast. While we always value alternate points of view, knowingly spreading disinformation during a pandemic has deadly consequences. Is it misinformation or disinformation? Can those be used interchangeably?
They think they can, but they're wrong on both things.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what word is right there.
Information coming from two highly regarded doctors cannot be misinformation or disinformation. It's information from two doctors that have degrees in it.
And it only gets worse, and I think this one might be my favorite. And maybe the most devastating person boycotting Spotify to date. I can't believe these are the best people that they could come up with to boycott Spotify, by the way. Everyone else is like, no, that's how I get $1 million a year off that thing. I'm not boycotting Spotify. These are the best names they could come up with. And it's fantastic. I love this. I literally thought by now we'd have some names that we might have heard of other than Neil Young and his little buddy bandmates. To be honest with you, I kind of like Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. I did. Dave the drummer, are you here? What do you think? I mean, I can live without him, of course, but I did kind of like it. I played their music sometimes when I was younger. It's really good stuff. It's stuff that you have definitely heard of. You know? I mean, this is good music, isn't it? I mean, we don't like them anymore, but it's not bad music. I mean, someone disagree with me if you want. I like this stuff. Now, they're going to absolutely ban me from all streaming if I keep playing it, I think. Because they're those type of people. Mm-hmm. But if I stop and start, maybe we're okay. What do you think? You're the technology whiz.
I don't think so.
Oh. I mean, EC, that's good. No?
It's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't love it.
It's
I'm like,
okay.
yeah. Are you done?
You can go either way on that.
No, I'm just.
You don't
I'm
like
done
it?
With that, yeah.
You don't like that song at all?
No.
Really?
I wouldn't listen to it driving or sitting outside.
You would not?
No.
See, I would. I would listen to that out on the back deck.
Okay.
Having a glass of red wine or something. Hell yeah, I would. Not anymore, but I would in the past. All right, so finally, they added another name to the... Well, there's one more after this, but... You're not going to like this. Buckle up. The essayist and author of Bad Feminist, Roxane Gay, also pulling her content from Spotify. I'm sorry to have to be the one to break the bad news to you. Essayist. She's an essayist. She doesn't even write a whole book. She just does essays. I could be an essayist, EC. She's just writing essays.
Well, there you go. There's your next career.
She doesn't have to write a whole book, Makaila. You wrote a whole book and you were 16 or 17 years old. This lady is an essayist. She just writes essays. You know what that means when you're an essayist? It means you just write a couple pages.
For why?
She writes essays about feminist. She said, it won't move any sort of needle, but I removed my podcast from Spotify. Well said,
isn't
Roxane.
that like poetry? Almost?
Well said, Roxane. You're right.
Poet?
You're right. It's not going to move the needle. In fact, this show is probably the last time anyone's going to hear about you. It won't move any sort of needle. You're right. It didn't. Well said. She's a good essayist. She's good with words. Right? That's all there is really to say about that. Onward and upward.
Was that an essay of hers?
I mean, I think, because I don't think an essay has to be like even 2 pages. That could have been an essay right there for all I know. I want to be an essayist. How do you become an essayist? That seems so easy. I could write an essay of a whole book. I'm pretty busy. But I could be an essayist. Do you want to hear from her?
Yes.
Trust me.
I want to hear it.
Trust me, you don't want to hear this, but
No, I wanna hear it now.
We're gonna do this together.
Make it happen.
I am failing as a woman. I am failing as a feminist. I have passionate opinions about gender equality, but I worry that to freely accept the label of feminist would not be fair to good feminists. I'm a feminist, but I'm a rather bad one. Oh, so I call myself a bad feminist. Or at least I wrote an essay, and then I wrote a book called Bad Feminist, and then in interviews, people started calling me the bad feminist. So, what started as a bit of an inside joke with myself and a willful provocation has become a thing. Let me take a step back.
I feel dumber right now. Do you?
How many times did she say feminist? I think it was at least 10.
I don't know, but I feel like I wasn't super smart this morning, but I was like an average smart dude. I'm dumber now.
It's fun when you can say 100 words and never get to the point
Nothing.
what you're talking about.
It's-
She said she was
I
a feminist, but not a feminist. A bad feminist, but a feminist. I'm feminist, feminist.
If that's being an essayist, I actually changed my
That
mind.
sounded like slam poetry.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Was that like a rap battle?
That
I
was
don't
slam
know.
poetry at its
I don't
finest.
know what that was, but if that's being an essayist, I changed my mind. I'll have to write a whole book because I'm not going to do that.
When I was younger, mostly in my teens and 20s, I had strange ideas about feminists as hairy, angry, man-hating.
That's enough. And finally,
Sound like she was getting somewhere finally.
yeah, I don't know. You know what? I enjoyed the first part more. The confusing part.
She's still confusing though. She's like, when I was in my teens, you know, in between 15 and 20. Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
That's around your teens.
Hating, sex-hating women, as if those are bad things. These days, I look at how women are treated
Okay. And
I'm
lastly,
so curious. I'm sorry.
you want to hear more?
Just a little bit.
They might take us off the air if I play anymore.
the world over, and anger in particular seems like a perfectly reasonable response. But back then, I worried about the tone people used when suggesting I might be a feminist. The feminist
Okay, I'm
label
good.
was an
Thank
Thank
God.
you.
I don't know. Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to stop
I
that
thought she
madness.
was gonna get to a point, and
No,
then it
there's no
wasn't
point.
there.
Even presumably the feminists in the audience are staring, because I have the video up, they're staring at her like, what? And they're the ones that bought a ticket for this crap. And they're staring at her, huh? Just like we were.
They're soaking it in.
And they're fans, presumably. Well, they got dragged there by, you know, friends. And lastly, Mary Trump. Mary Trump is off of Spotify. Devastating. Devastating news. She announced yesterday that she was pulling her podcast called The Mary Trump Show. I bet that was genius. Don't you think?
The only reason she had a podcast and the entire show was just her hating on her uncle.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
all it was. The
I was
entire
gonna say,
show.
is there relation?
Yeah. It's she's the
It's-
niece,
it's his
right?
niece,
yeah,
yeah.
it's Donald Trump's niece. I know it's not a big deal, but hope it will be part of a growing avalanche. Well, you're right again. It's not a big deal. Nobody cares.
Yeah, she's no different than Disney's niece does the same thing. Her entire life
Oh,
is
yes.
complaining about Disney.
But you are wrong because it's not a growing avalanche unless you want to consider Roxanne Gay and Brene Brown following you. It's a pretty small avalanche. It's not even a dusting of snow. It's not. Certainly not an avalanche.
You know, the funny thing is it shows how actually embarrassing it is over the fact that most of these artists, they were moving it off of there's no money in these at all.
Yeah.
Like, even big name artists are not making anything on Spotify. I think yesterday, old Yofre, he did a deep dive into it, and they only make like 0.003 cents a download. So even the top artists are making like maybe $5,000, $10,000 a year off Spotify, and that's it.
That's not what I read. I read that the big names were at like 40 million a year off of Spotify alone.
No.
I know it's like 0.003, but there were billions of downloads.
The most downloaded one of all time is Ed Sheeran, and it was like 30 billion, and that didn't come up with that, and that's over many years now.
You might want to research that. I read something completely to the contrary.
I've seen it a couple times. They don't make much off of it, like nothing. That's why you don't see even big artists going. You would see more artists going off of there if there was an issue with their politics.
Maybe it's
You don't see the Taylor Swifts of the world who have plenty of money and spent the last year going, "Oh, I'm in politics now. You got to vote against Trump. You got to do this. You got to do this." All of a sudden, you don't hear her saying anything about it.
Maybe
guess.
Justin, you have to do more research.
I do kind of trust EC's research, to be honest, because he researches constantly. He knows everything, a little bit of everything. That's true. I mean, that's pretty accurate.
I try.
You know a little bit of everything. He does.
That was like a respectful jab.
Oh yeah, no, I got that. I felt it. Thank you.
It was polite.
I know. There's other articles I've seen. It is a mix because they don't really give up how much they actually give away. So I've seen some mixes of the article between the two.
During the break, I'm gonna find my article and we're gonna sword fight with them. Thank you for filling in today, EC. I appreciate it. Lurch is at a reserve. I forgot what you call it. You know, when you go train.
He's doing his drills.
He's doing drills. There you go. But I found it very interesting that if he lived more than 50 miles away from where they're doing drills, that they could attend Army training via Zoom. Isn't that kind of weird to you or no?
Well, I wonder what that looks like.
I mean, I think you probably sit there and try not to nap. And then you're learning how to blow things up on Zoom. I just feel like that might be one thing you need to do kind of in person. But he said if it's more than 50 miles, he could attend via Zoom. And I asked him yesterday, would you rather attend via Zoom or go there? And he said Zoom. But he can't because he's within 50 miles. But I think he might have lied to you or something because EC said he was going to North Carolina and that's why he had to take today off. So someone's getting some misinformation.
It was one of them, yeah.
He told me he had to do it today. Because I asked the same question because normally it's Saturday and Sunday. He said, no, this one's on Friday, too.
Just, like, let him
be?
Just let it ride.
All right, you're right. Who knows?
Whatever he's doing, he had a reason for taking the day off.
Little a programming note Monday. Our buddy Anthony Sabatini is coming in for an hour and a half, so that'll be fun. He's running for, what's-her-face's seat? Stephanie Murphy's seat. I think it's District 5 for Congress. And he's the guy that I told you is running against my other good friend. So I'm going to have them both on, right? But I don't necessarily want him to hear the debate in front of me because then, the debate guy always sort of has to choose sides, you feel like. But maybe I could do it. Maybe I could stay neutral. I don't know.
Yeah, good luck on Monday.
Thank you. What do you mean? Oh, you're not going to be here. Hair appointment.
It happens. Are you getting any more extensions?
Yeah, they're taking them out and then putting them back in.
Hair appointment.
Longer this time, or
no, it's the same ones. They just have to take them out to like color it.
I've never met any.
Okay.
Well, anyway, you spend more time.
No,
since
that
you
works
got,
out perfectly for me because then I can avoid a political conversation.
You spend more
And-
since you got these extensions. I hope you like them because my goodness, they take constant updates.
That's why I like my hair as a guy. I walk into the hair cutter and they're like, "What do you want to do?" Oh, I'll make it shorter.
Yeah, exactly.
Take it off.
Number 3, please. Let me hit a couple of text messages here. Karen checks in. Hello, Karen. Roxanne needs some therapy. Bye-bye, Mary. No one seems upset about the people leaving Spotify at all. Michael, Jefferson, Georgia. Roxanne Gay removed from panel. I can't do it. He said that she was removed. This is not me. Michael has a picture of Roxanne and said she was removed from the panel after eating other panel members. That's messed up.
She is a very, very, very large lady.
That's mean,
gonna
Michael.
look
I
her
didn't
up.
say that. Colin is here. What the hell is Sayonara? Sayonara Jones? No. Ha ha ha. You picked the one song Crosby wasn't on. Southern Cross. Whatever. I just went to their greatest hits. Lurch is probably doing annual training. Death by PowerPoint. Probably so. Doug is here in Orange City, Florida. Devastating group of artists to not hear from anymore. I agree, Doug. Aren't you a little surprised they haven't gotten any bigger names yet?
No.
I'm shocked there's not a few bigger names that are boycotting Spotify. Everyone's like, no,
Actually,
we're
I
staying.
think he's had bigger names that have gone to his defense.
Oh,
now.
yeah, absolutely. There's no
I
question
feel like
about
everyone's friends with Joe Rogan, right?
He's not that hateable of a guy.
Yeah. Hose Duggar, Gainesville, Florida. I'd rather do something anatomically impossible to myself than listen to any more of those people. We're in agreement with you. Ray Oviedo. Ray here. Good morning, guys. Makaila had it right. We are done, and no one cares. Maybe I read that wrong. Rich B is here. Milli Vanilli make announcement they are pulling their songs from Spotify. Oh, you probably don't know Milli Vanilli, do you?
No.
Milli Vanilli were these two dudes that were
Can you sing?
they were singers. No, because they don't either. That's the point of the story.
Johnny Cash.
the rain.
Yeah. It turns out they were
More,
lip.
please.
It turns out they were lip syncing the whole time.
What?
Yeah, they were.
Oh yeah.
They were actually Grammy-winning artists, everything, and it found out that it was actually a
Not
guy
them.
that was behind the stage doing all the singing for him that was on tracks.
Yep. Shane
Nice.
B is here. Get rid of Rogan, or I'm pulling Kevin's comedy off of Spotify. Oh, I think
was
that's
mean.
a Kevin Bubba Boo
Oh
Beard.
no, he said he's putting Kevin's
Oh,
comedy
he's
on.
putting it on there. Oh, okay. I got you. 321-339-1055. So you might have heard that Facebook had its worst day ever yesterday. Worst day ever. And I think this might be a sign of things to come. Now, people, Makaila, in your generation don't really use Facebook that much. Is that correct?
That's correct.
What is the go-to social media platform for someone your age?
Instagram.
Insta. That's where to go?
The Instas.
Why are you... But Insta is...
But I'm on Facebook.
Insta's owned by... Okay, they created this
Meta.
meta whatever thing, and they own
All of it.
Facebook, they own Instagram, and they own something else. I forgot. But they lost 26% or 230 billion yesterday. And even what's his face, Zuckerberg lost like 26 billion himself. Where now he's number 10 in the richest men in the world.
I think
list.
he fell out of it.
He's out of it now?
Yeah, he fell to 11.
Wow.
He's down to 11
I
now.
believe that's the
Horrible.
last I saw. Yeah, he
Wow.
fallen out of the top 10.
Poor guy.
But that is a big chunk of money. You hear about these billionaires losing money, you're like, whatever. That was a pretty big chunk if you think about it.
Whatever.
Whatever. And when
It's like first
Facebook
world
goes away,
problems.
I think he's too focused on this metaverse. And I think that's what's creating a lot of this. And also people just don't like Facebook anymore because the younger generations are off of it. But I think he might be spending too much time on metaverse. He better hope that works out. Is that going to work out?
No.
Someone was telling me that it's like designed to like be a place where people can like meet up like
Yeah.
VR.
Yeah.
Is that true?
It's going to
Kinda.
be all that. They really want you to never leave that. So to the point where your job may be going in, logging in the metaverse, sitting in your house, and instead of going to an office, you're going to do your typing in the metaverse, and your boss can watch over you there. And yeah, it's not good stuff.
He's also blaming it on TikTok, which
I love TikTok.
I know you do. TikTok is taking a lot of their market share, I guess, because people really like the videos, and their Facebook now is trying to get into more of the real thing too. They want more videos as opposed to pictures, and he's blaming it on TikTok. He's blaming it on the Apple iOS security thing that happened, which is when you download an app now, it asks you if you want to share your information or not. So they're having a way more difficult time selling advertisement because you know what I'm talking about. Your phone knew exactly what you're looking for. Like if you were Googling dog food, you would start getting dog food ads. We know that. Well, Apple changed it up where they don't allow that as much if you click no. And so it's harder for them to sell ads because people would buy Facebook ads because you could target so well. You would target your ads to someone who was just searching for Purina dog food. And I mean, that's a great way to advertise, you know?
It also doesn't help that Facebook doesn't know who its demographic is anymore. Because
What do you mean?
Well, they haven't been able to figure that out. They ran away all the kids. So pretty much, let's say 30 and under for the most part is gone off of Facebook. And then all the adults, they've spent nothing but for the past 2 years, anything you post gets stuck with a COVID thing or gets stuck with or you get banned for it or whatever. You get all these things, stickers on it. And people are like, okay, well, I'm just not going to post on there. When you're talking, you put a post on there that I went to the grocery store and I had to stop by the pharmacy, and it gets stuck with a here's COVID information tag on it. People are like, all right, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Exactly. Well,
So they've run out. They don't know who their demographic is. Well, who are they selling it to?
I think it's a good point. But they had their earnings call on Tuesday, and that's what precipitated this disastrous day yesterday for them. I haven't seen what they're doing today. I don't know how much they've made back or continuing the slide. I don't know. But you wouldn't be able to tell how Zuckerberg started his earnings call. He was very positive. And then he delivered all the shockingly bad news. And the news is bad.
And then he went on a vacation.
I'm sure. They had a drop of 500,000 daily logins during the last quarter. For the first time in 18 years, they lost users. They actually went down in users for the first time ever. And they've been around 18 years. They've never lost users before until the last quarter. That's why people are like, maybe this ship might be close to sailing. Here's how he started the earnings call. And by the way, as you listen to this, think about like if you were an investor and you literally sat around and listened to these things all day.
Report on Form 10-Q filed with the SEC. Any forward-looking statements that we make on this call are based on assumptions as of today, and we undertake no obligation to update these statements as a result of new information or future events.
Don't worry, Mark's
already
coming
bored.
up. Mark's coming up. This earnings call is an hour and 20 minutes. I couldn't stay awake.
No,
Could you?
No.
There's no way I could stay awake through this.
During this call, we may present both GAAP and
get to
non-GAAP
it.
financial measures. A reconciliation of GAAP to non-GAAP measures is included in today's earnings press release. The press release and an accompanying investor presentation are available on our website.
It was also an important one for our company. In October, we announced that Meta would be our new name, and we laid out our vision for the metaverse. And when we
Yeah, how's that going for you, buddy? By the way, they released the earnings in the metaverse for them. They made $300 million last quarter. They lost $3.8 billion. The metaverse.
Nice.
Not so good. I mean, their excuse obviously is we're investing in this new deal. Zuckerberg better hope this metaverse works out.
Did you see the metaverse on SNL?
No.
It's funny.
No.
we shared our plans to connect, I said this is not something that we're going to do on our own. The metaverse will be built by creators and developers. It will be interoperable.
I can't do it. I tried. I
It
wanted
was
to
really
give you.
boring.
It was. And I wanted to give you a little taste of what he was saying, but I don't have the patience. I just don't. Some of the other companies are actually doing okay, though, despite this Apple thing. Snapchat was up. Amazon is up. Amazon's raising their prices, too, by the way. Amazon Prime is going up to like $15.
As opposed to what?
I don't know, like 10 or 12. But don't you find it like pretty cool that you can pay this monthly fee to get free delivery, and then all of a sudden you get like movies and things out of it too? Who thought of that plan? Bezos? Didn't you originally get Prime so you got free shipping? Wasn't that the whole reason for it?
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, we're also going to give you movies and music.
In Alexa.
And Alexa. I get them all confused. Alexa, and then there's Echo. Is that all the same thing?
Yeah, Alexa is Echo. Like, I have the Echo Dot, which is Alexa, but it's like the tiny one.
So as of this morning, Zuckerberg was at number 10. I get
It
what?
is. It's
Well,
like this
no, but
big.
also you're continually setting off people's ones that are in their office too.
Yeah. That's true. He started today at number 10. He's lost $31 billion this week alone because of the Meta shares. I just think this whole new branding thing that they're trying to do, people don't like that. I don't think people like this rebrand. Oh, we know we've been Facebook for 18 years. We're going to call ourselves Meta now. Screw you.
I just don't think anyone really cares.
He owns 14.2% of the Meta. Anyway, whatever. All right, we got to take a break. When we return, there's a new CEO at CNN, as you know. Well, someone was having sex with his underling, cost him his job. Well, the new CEO says that we're going to be the leader in news coverage to the left. He just admitted the obvious. I understand that, but it sounded weird hearing them admit that they're going to be the leader in news coverage to the left. I think they're going to have to make him issue a retraction or something on that. They don't want to make a statement say that they're the news leader to the left, do they? Or are they finally saying, you know what, let's admit it. Let's admit that we're the flaming liberal news organization. I don't know. EC's non-drive time, morning news, and much more to get to. Quick break. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
Florida Man Radio.
The Ed Till Show. There's something we can extract out of this, make things a little better for you and me. Michael, always a pleasure.
That Joe Rogan, he is, you're right. Spotify says, hey, okay, we're not going to ban Joe Rogan, so we're going to figure it out. Sure. I mean, that's what makes a good show.
So,
the Ed Till, man.
Hey, Arnie, welcome aboard.
Yeah, your show ought to be called the Ed Till Party because it's like we're at a nightclub and everybody's just having a good time.
Weekdays at noon on Florida Man Radio.
So you've got a clunker in the driveway and you don't know what to do with it? Budget You Pull It. They buy junkers. That's right. Budget You Pull It pays top dollar for junk autos. Call them and they'll give you an appraisal on the spot. Can't drive it in? They'll make arrangements to pick it up. Budget You Pull It. Low-cost auto parts, and they'll buy your junker. Visit them today on 9th Street, just off Highway 50 in Winter Garden, or budgetyoupullit.com.
Four Seasons was asked what you can do to help keep your home healthy in regards to your AC. 1. Use a good pleated filter. 2. Ventilate. Open your windows if the temp and humidity outside are tolerable. And 3. Eliminate the viruses and bacteria in the air. Some ionization air purifiers kill cold and flu viruses but have yet been tested on the COVID virus. So make sure you know the facts. And always keep your system maintained and cleaned. Contact Four Seasons AC at 4acnow.com. Four Seasons AC, the AC company you wish you called first.
Weekends are made for RVing. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned pro, listen to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World. RV Hour, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. on Florida Man Radio.
If you're a business owner, you can find new customers here on Florida Man Radio with Bubba the Love Sponge.
We'll hype you up in my show, mornings.
Have your company featured during middays.
Justin Clark here, 10 to noon.
Or jump in with me, Ed Till, noon till 3.
Or we can plug you in during prime PM drive.
Yep, I've got you covered during the Shannon Burke Show.
We'll create a custom marketing plan based on your goals and budget.
Just visit FloridaManRadio.com and click on the Advertise tab.
Taking over Central Florida and now the Emerald Coast.
You can't miss International Diamond Center's most romantic Valentine's offer ever. Guys, IDC's got you covered. Now through the 14th, when you buy any jewelry at IDC for $99 or more, we'll give you some gorgeous long stem roses, a box of chocolates, and a $25 voucher for dinner at Charlie's Vito's Chop House or Fishbones. Think about it. Chocolates, dinner, and a dozen roses. All free when you spend just $99 or more. Plus, IDC has put together a remarkable collection of affordable Valentine's jewelry. Rings, bands, earrings, bracelets, so much to choose from, including all the popular new diamond pendants like you've seen on TV, with better quality diamonds for less than the national chain stores prices. And listen, if you're getting engaged, you can get 36 months zero interest financing on all loose diamonds, engagement rings, and wedding bands. 3 years, zero interest. She deserves the best, and the best is at IDC with the most romantic gifts, plus a dozen roses, candy, and a $25 dinner voucher for Charlie's Vito's Chop House or Fishbones. Exclusively at International Diamond Center or convenient Orlando area locations.
New year, new roof. Take back your curb appeal and give your home the makeover it deserves. Karma Roofing knows holiday shopping is out of the way, and now it's time to get your home ready to sell, sell, sell. Instantly increase the value of your home with a premium roof. With Karma's low-cost, flexible payment plans, getting a roof has never been easier. So call Karma Roofing at 321-GO-KARMA or visit us online at karmaroofing.com. Karma Roofing. We do the right thing. CCC 133-2723.
Tune in this and every Sunday at noon for Bad Radio, Central Florida Networking. Join us as we take you on a local ride to visit with some of Orlando's best businesses. Sunday at noon, Bad Radio, only on the Florida Man Radio Network.
Heavy rains? Leaky roofs? Bad air quality? You've got damage? Now what do you do? Get answers and so much more on the all-new Air Quality Assessors radio show, The Building Damage Experts. This and every Saturday from noon till 2, only on Florida Man Radio.
If you've been injured on the job and are not receiving the benefits you're entitled to, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Morrison Management, going above and beyond.
If you live in a community with an HOA, get the max for your fees with Morrison Management. Your voice as a homeowner makes a difference. So mention Morrison. Morrison Management is a local licensed firm that goes above and beyond to make sure your community fees are going to good use. Get a free consultation. Call Tammy Morrison, 407-542-0367, or online Morrison Management LLC.
Morrison Management, going above and beyond.
Florida Man Radio welcomes Kid Rock Bad Reputation Tour, Saturday, June 11th, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater in Tampa. Get qualified to win a pair of tickets to the show. Text the word ROCK, R-O-C-K, to 321-339-1055 now. The American Badass, Kid Rock, live at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater, Saturday, June 11th. Ticket information and more at FloridaManRadio.com.
Looking for the ultimate sports dining experience with a view of every game from every seat? Get to Aruga's Grill House and Sports Bar in Winter Park. At Aruga's, you'll enjoy exceptional food that's fresh and made to order, like the crab pretzel, hand-breaded mozzarella triangle, black Angus burger, award-winning wings, and made from scratch strombolis. Aruga's offers 40 beers on draft. Come in weekdays for the $7.99 lunch combo and half-price happy hour from 4 till 7. Aruga's on 436 in Winter Park, just south of University Boulevard. Tonight, it's half-price appetizers starting at 8.
Now, back to the Justin Clark Show on Florida Man Radio.
Little update on Facebook, or Meta, as I should say. Down again today. Another $6 down today. Over the last month, it's down 31%. $104 per share down. It started the month at $336. As of this moment, $232. $104 down.
I'm almost really tempted, though, to put some money into it.
I don't know. I'm tempted to be happy about it for some reason. I don't have any Facebook stock, I don't think, or Meta platforms.
That's why I'm like, man, I'm really thinking about putting some money into it while it's dipped so far.
Really?
Could be a loss, but also if it bounces back up to where it was, it's a great profit off it.
I don't think I'd be putting any money into CNN right now. So Discovery actually bought CNN. You might have heard that. So the new CEO of CNN is a guy named David Zaslav. He's the CEO of Discovery, and he's going to run CNN as well. And he was doing a little interview yesterday on CNBC, and I don't know if this was a slip-up or if he was going to talk about how they're going to market CNN. And we've all known that CNN is very far left. That's no secret. We all know that, right?
Right.
You're only 24. You know that.
I do.
I mean,
what? It's far left?
Okay.
Come on.
Are you kidding me?
And Fox News is more on the right side, even though their marketing gimmick was always fair and balanced. But, is Fox News further right or is CNN further left?
I would say if you go by their programming, that CNN is further left.
I think you're right.
Because Fox does, for the most part, even if it's a small amount, they do bring in some opposing views a lot of times.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think CNN is further left than Fox News is right. Well, the new CEO did an interview yesterday, CNBC, and here's what he said, and it's 40 seconds, but pay special attention close to the end as to what he says.
This is something that John and I spent a lot of time talking about, over the broadest menu of entertainment, from kids to adults to teenagers, the greatest movie library, TV library, and we have more local content than anybody in the world, motion pictures. So we have this great entertainment menu, which should keep people in the home, from the kids to the grandparents. Why would they go anywhere else? And then we're the leader in news to the left.
We're the leader in news to the left. I mean, they're admitting it now. But they never admit that, do they? You never hear them say that we're left-wingers.
I almost think that is maybe what they're going to lean into. Because they're losing people in droves. Ever since Trump left office, their viewership is down like 90%.
It's horrible. It's been terrible. So maybe they had a little marketing meeting and said, hey, let's just admit it.
Yeah, let's lean into it.
Let's lean right into this left thing.
News to the left. And we're now, one of the leaders in sports.
Definitely
to the right.
Did you say to the left? Man, you weren't kidding. No, that was an aside. I probably shouldn't.
All right. He's admitting it. Which, I mean, maybe that's a good marketing gimmick for them. Maybe that's what they should be doing, because their ratings are absolutely horrendous. They've lost everybody. Their former CEO is, banging his assistant. He's gone. People seem to actually like him around there, especially his assistant. Sorry. And by the way, everyone at CNN knew that was going on for a long time. I'm not exactly sure why it just came out. I really don't.
Chris Cuomo.
Oh, yeah? Oh, from the investigation?
No, he's trying to burn them down right now because they won't pay him his money.
Is that right?
Yes. They owe him $18 million, and they said, well, we fired you for cause. We don't have to pay you. And he's like, well, either you pay me or I tell you all the dirty secrets that are going on around here.
Well, you know that Katie Couric wrote a book mentioning this a couple years ago. She wrote a book that said, why are these two together all the time? And, I mean, she was basically saying that, Yeah, they're sleeping together. So whatever. Honestly, I don't care. I don't watch CNN. Do you watch CNN?
No, never.
Where do you get your news? No, television news.
Fox.
Fox News?
Yeah.
Like in the morning time, what do you watch?
ABC.
ABC. Like Good Morning America.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like happy.
You are 24 going on 40. You're an old soul, aren't you?
I am. Yep. I like to have my coffee and watch the news.
And she likes Al Roker when he talks to the crowd.
I used to like the Today Show, but I've since switched to Good Morning America.
Got it. EC, buddy, are you ready to do some non-drive time morning? This is where people really want to get their news, is right here. And you are
there's going to be
some drive time morning news. Are
I
you
said the
ready?
wrong thing.
Sure, let's do
And
it.
now it's time for EC's non-drive time morning news.
All right, so which hard-hitting story do you want me to start with? The hedgehog or
Definitely
the
the
Spice
hedgehog,
Girls?
and I got this off the printer, so I have a little bit of knowledge about this one.
All right, well, over in my area, the DeLand Deltona, they are on the lookout for a blue hedgehog that likes him gold rings because a man wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog mask tried to hold up a Florida credit union with a hammer.
Where do you even buy a Sonic the Hedgehog mask?
I mean, probably a cheap place if that was what he was like. I either have a choice between a good mask or a gun, and he went with a mask, and then he was like, I guess I'm left with a hammer. Have his choice.
Throw the hammer.
So the witnesses said a masked man demanded money while hitting the teller's window with a hammer. Officer said a bank employee confronted the man in the Sonic mask, and the guy ran off. So he didn't even get any money.
He got nothing.
Yep. He said in addition to a Sonic mask, the man was wearing a black hoodie, black pants, and was carrying a black or gray bag.
It's like tapping a fishbowl, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
Well, I'm going to hit you more with my hammer if you don't give me money.
And not hurt the glass.
You know what? I had Sega Genesis when I was probably like 10 or 12, and the first game they had was Sonic the Hedgehog. I played that a lot when I was 12, and then I retired from video games.
Was that like the black thing and it was thin?
I don't think it was black. Was
The
Sonic
Sega Genesis?
Yeah, oh yeah. You're talking about the Genesis?
Yeah, the Genesis was a black
It was
one.
black.
It was about this
Yeah.
big.
You had that too?
Put
No,
the
my
cartridge on the
friend
top.
did, and it
Really?
was like old game.
I'm so old that I played Atari, by the way.
Genesis and PlayStation 1 were my first ones.
I played
Actually,
Atari, and
I
then
had
it was
I had Nintendo. So.
and then it was Nintendo, and then like the Nintendo games would go bad, and you had to, when you put it in, you'd have to like push it in where it rubbed against the front part. You know what I'm talking?
No, you had to take the cartridge and go.
Oh
and
yeah,
do the
yeah.
cartridge
But
and
that
then
didn't work. There were more tricks for Super Tecmo Bowl.
Exactly. Let's see. I want to keep it lighthearted, or I want to go to death and destruction.
I
Let's
think
see where I'm
lighthearted.
at. Well, I've got a little bit of
What do you
both.
vote?
I was gonna say death and destruction.
Well, I've
but
got
let's do Lightheart.
There's like a mix of both. So let's go death and destruction here. Iowa man, he's sentenced to life in prison after killing his friend in a fight over mayonnaise.
Is that right?
Yeah, this is a dude that does not like mayonnaise, apparently. Mr. Christer Erlbacher, now 29, used his truck to run over Caleb Solberg outside a cafe in the small town of Pisgah in Iowa. Apparently, the fight, they were both drunk, and Mr. Solberg reached across and poured mayo over his friend's food, and that upset him enough to run his friend over not once, not twice, but 3 times to make sure he was dead.
Any idea what food he was eating?
It does not say.
Because, you know, if it was a nice steak, you can kind of see where dude's coming from.
Again, he ran him over once, was like, nah, drove down the street, was like, did I hit him hard enough? Turned around, ran him over him again, and he was like, well, I just better make sure he's dead, and then ran over him a 3rd time, so.
Wow.
He actually got away for a while, but he hit the guy so many times it broke his truck, and his truck broke down. Back to good news. Do
you think he likes mustard or
I'm just
something?
like trying to figure out like how did he like go forward and like reverse?
Well, no, the first time he went forward, ran him over, went down the street, did a U-turn, came back, ran over, and then this time he reversed over top of him one more time just to make sure.
Over mayo.
Over mayo,
Yeah.
yep. That is something people definitely have a feeling about. Up in Minnesota, they were doing a name a snowplow contest, and we know how dangerous those can be.
The name anything contest, yeah.
You end up with a Bodie McBose face or the Mountain Dew ones that I can't even say over the air because they were so bad. But this one, the winner was Betty Whiteout.
What?
No.
The names on these were great.
Is it too soon?
No, I think that's a great
It's
one.
always going to be too soon for Betty
That's the
White.
one that won with 40,000 votes. Second place was Control Salt Delete, another great one. The Big Leplowski, Plowsaurus Rex, and Scoop Dog.
Scoop
Those
Dog.
are all pretty good. I like Plowsaurus
There was
Rex.
also some of the others was Blizzard of Oz, No More Mr. Ice Guy, and Edward Blizzard Hands.
Now, did the winner get free plowing or anything?
No, they
Do
just
we
got their
know?
name on there.
Okay.
That would be like a great social media handle.
What?
Any of those.
Yeah, those are great. Of course, remember early on in Afghanistan after we pulled out of there, and there was all those photos of the Taliban guys taking a nice vacation day to the amusement park.
Mhm. Absolutely.
In the bumper boats and everything. Well, the Taliban has stepped up and said, you can no longer take your guns to the amusement park.
Oh,
wow.
What a tragedy.
They said, guys, we gotta work on our image, so you can no longer ride the duck boats in your full uniform and machine guns anymore.
Have they
Leave
been
them outside in a locker?
Have they been outside in the locker where you put your loose change and your ammunition?
You get one of those little keys in there. It's a little wristband.
I gotta tell you, those little locker things are hard to operate. They really are.
Maybe that's the trick.
And then you're putting your wallet and everything in there, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get it back out. It's just I don't like to use those lockers.
It's like a coat check though. There's okay, we've got your AK-47.
Yeah,
Here's your number. Come back when you're done. Have a fun day. Don't kill infidels while you're there.
Yes, please.
When you're trying to evade arrest and you use a stolen identity, the best thing you can do is not use a name that also has a warrant out against it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Turns out that Mr. Adam Castle of Berea, where is this Berea? In Richmond. He was arrested on January 31st and charged with giving an officer false identifying information, failing to appear in court, second-degree escape, tampering, all that fun stuff. Apparently, he gave a name, though, that when they asked for his identity, he gave him the last name Perkins, and they ended up finding out that guy had a bunch of warrants out against him as well. Never a good idea.
You know what that feels like, don't you?
I do. Yes.
But it wasn't really against you. But
It wasn't against me.
They thought it was.
Yes. Down in where is this at? It's in here in Florida. Where is this at? Oh, Miami-Dade. Sorry. These guys were out there magnet fishing. You ever seen this before?
Never.
So this is kind of a new thing they do. You go down to a river, usually around where there's a bridge and stuff like that, and you throw magnets on fishing lines. And that's how you pull up like cell phones, rings, things people have dropped off the side by accident or whatever.
Wow.
Well, these guys pulled up 2 sniper rifles.
Wow. Okay.
So they went on January 30th. They reeled in 2 sniper rifle receivers and bolt carrier groups wrapped in shrink wrap within 5 minutes of their arrival. Mr. Dwayne Smith and his grandson went home to spend nearly an hour cleaning off the debris-covered weapons just to find that the serial numbers had been wiped out. At this point, it is good time to call the cops.
Yes.
Because you do not want to be in possession of the sniper rifles with the numbers taken off of them.
Absolutely right.
We are heading towards Valentine's Day. We're 2 weeks away, right?
Woo woo.
Yeah. It's going to be right after the Super Bowl. Terrible
It's
ideas
the day
across
after
board.
the Super Bowl.
It is, yes. Well, if you're still
And it's on a
looking...
Monday.
It is. Monday after the Super Bowl, of all things. But if you are looking for a gift still, look no farther than Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
I love Build-A-Bear.
Well, guess
Hold
what?
on. Love or loved?
No love.
Well,
still.
This is going to be for you because Build-A-Bear has just launched an After Dark series.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Welcome to Build-A-Bear After Dark, a new series of teddy bears designed specifically for adults.
So they do.
I'm going to Build-A-Bear.
.com.
Yep. So the one that they show
/Justin.
They show is what they call a Chad teddy bear with a lion's mane and a silk robe lying on a shag carpet with a single rose and 2 glasses of wine.
Wow.
Nice.
It's clear what this teddy bear's intentions are.
Does it say what type of wine?
It does not.
Oh, because that could be a real deal breaker for me.
It's the bear. You can put whatever wine you want.
Oh,
with the
I
bear.
see. I thought it
buy
came
the
with-
little stuffed animal.
I thought it was a package deal.
Glasses
Oh.
that go with
I thought it was a package thing. No.
No. Yeah, you're just gonna get the sexy bear. Is all you're getting.
Oh, great! I've been dying for a sexy stuffed
I
animal.
like when you make a wish and then you put it in the bear.
So what do you
I
do
can
with the
see
After
that.
Dark one though? That's even creepier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sexy wishes. Twitter, of course, they have to continue evolving
What was
because
that
everybody's
website
leaving.
again? Just so I know.
Just go to Build-A-Bear.
Okay, I'll Google it. Thank you.
Go take a look. You can get the one also that comes in the bondage gear. It's a
Yes,
little whip and
perfect.
mask.
Oh, is there one that you have to charge up if you know what I'm saying?
No,
Okay.
but I mean, you can put whatever heart you want in them, I guess.
I see.
Twitter, always evolving. It's gone from what it used to be like a one line you could post on there to like 140 characters or 240 characters. I don't remember what it is now. It went from 140 to 280, but now they are going to give you the ability to do micro-blogging on it. Basically, they're making Twitter a blog post. So
Really?
if you ever felt like you went on Twitter and you just didn't get to say enough in your 280, which of course you've seen because they do the 280 and then another one and then another one and then another one as they tell their story that they want to get across on Twitter.
1 of 4.
Yeah.
2 of 4.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They even put that. I hate when they like, this is my story. It's 1 of 5. And then you got to go through all 5 of them.
I got to tell you, generally speaking with me, if you're going to send out a tweet and you got to have 4 different posts, I'm probably going to stop at 1.
Yeah, and it's not a tweet. Well,
And I
it
probably
is
won't
now,
even-
I guess, because they are going to a long form writing, which basically means it's now a blog site
Oh,
again.
great.
Congrats to Twitter. And I'm going to end it on a little heartbreak for Justin here. I know he's a big
Build-A-Bear
fan.
sold out of sex toys?
No, I know you're a huge fan, but the Spice Girls have broken up again.
Is that? I didn't know they got back together.
Said it is done. They're done. It's over. No more Spice Girls.
I thought this was like
The drama.
18 years ago.
No, apparently they had future plans such as an animated film, a 2023 world tour, and other gigs, which they have canceled. They said everything was going great, and then COVID killed all their momentum.
Oh, right. Oh, what a shame.
There was going to be a superhero-themed romp in which the group members attempted to reclaim the girl power. But
are they going to pull their music from Spotify as well?
They have not said. It's just that they are done. There is no more Spice Girls. Oh my God,
What a
they
shame.
have to be getting close to. Well, they got to be at least 40s, 50s, right?
Yeah, I would think 50s. No, late 40s, maybe 50s.
Yeah, it's getting up there. It's time to hang it up, and that's all I got going for me.
Excellent work today. We've got to take a quick break. When we return, it is Friday, meaning my mother calls in from Tennessee. I know she's here visiting very soon. We'll get an update on her trip down here. Makaila will get blatantly honest and much more to get to. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
Florida Man Radio.
The Shannon Burke Show.
Don't forget to share your feelings on Twitter.com. Twitter with you, like Putin. You take picture of borscht, you put it on Putagram. You want to be influencer? You can make money, sell vodka, toilet paper. FacePutin.com.
The Shannon Burke Show. Weekdays at 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 Central on Florida Man Radio.
You can't miss International Diamond Center's most romantic Valentine's offer ever. Guys, IDC's got you covered. Now through the 14th, when you buy any jewelry at IDC for $99 or more, we'll give you some gorgeous long stem roses, a box of chocolates, and a $25 voucher for dinner at Charlie's Vito's Chop House or Fishbones. Think about it. Chocolates, dinner, and a dozen roses. All free when you spend just $99 or more. Plus, IDC has put together a remarkable collection of affordable Valentine's jewelry. Rings, bands, earrings, bracelets, so much to choose from, including all the popular new diamond pendants like you've seen on TV, with better quality diamonds for less than the national chain stores prices. And listen, if you're getting engaged, you can get 36 months zero interest financing on all loose diamonds, engagement rings, and wedding bands. 3 years, zero interest. She deserves the best, and the best is at IDC with the most romantic gifts, plus a dozen roses, candy, and a $25 dinner voucher for Charlie's Vito's Chop House or Fishbones. Exclusively at International Diamond Center or convenient Orlando area locations.
Morrison Management, going above and beyond.
If you live in a community with an HOA, get the max for your fees with Morrison Management. Your voice as a homeowner makes a difference. So mention Morrison. Morrison Management is a local licensed firm that goes above and beyond to make sure your community fees are going to good use. Get a free consultation. Call Tammy Morrison, 407-542-0367 or online Morrison Management LLC.
Morrison Management, going above and beyond.
Did you know Stanley Steamer can also keep your tile and grout looking good as new? For over 30 years, Stanley Steamer has been the leader in cleaning your tile and grout. Don't just mop and Swiffer your floors. It just moves around all that dirt. Let Stanley Steamer steam your tile and grout and suck up all that nastiness. StanleySteamer.com for more info.
Find the perfect spot for your next event with Magnolia House at Trilogy Orlando. Indulge your guests in beautiful luxury resort-style amenities at a fraction of the cost. 6,000 square feet, perfect for weddings and grand parties. Or choose a more intimate space at Emma's Culinary Garden. A fully equipped demonstration kitchen complete with private dining room room that holds up to 30 people. Every detail is tailored to exceed your expectations. Make your event an affordable, magical reality. Take a tour or schedule a complimentary tasting to plan your menu. Visit mytrilogylife.com or call 352-708-4062 for more info now.
This is Sergeant Slayer. Attend. Today's orders are to go to WeKillFloridaBugs.com. Say it again. WeKillFloridaBugs.com.
WeKillFloridaBugs.com is home of Mighty Tech Pest Management. Get in touch with Mighty Tech today for residential and commercial pest control, termites, wildlife exclusion, and removal. And if mosquitoes are a problem, ask Mighty Tech about them as well. Call for a free evaluation today. 1-888-750-7378.
Say it again. WeKillFloridaBugs.com. Dismissed.
Hey, Savannah, let's go to Gatorland. We can enjoy all the great animal shows and gators for less since Florida residents get in for only $16.50 through the end of February.
That's way less than parking at a big park.
More fun for less money at Gatorland.
And we don't make your car pay to just sit there.
New year, new roof. Take back your curb appeal and give your home the makeover it deserves. Karma Roofing knows holiday shopping is out of the way, and now it's time to get your home ready to sell, sell, sell. Instantly increase the value of your home with a premium roof. With Karma's low-cost, flexible, getting a roof has never been easier. So call Karma Roofing at 321-GO-KARMA or visit us online at karmaroofing.com. Karma Roofing. We do the right thing. CCC 133-2723.
Four Seasons was asked what you can do to help keep your home healthy in regards to your AC. 1. Use a good pleated filter. 2. Ventilate. Open your windows if the temp and humidity outside are tolerable. And 3. Eliminate the viruses and bacteria in the air. Some ionization air purifiers kill cold and flu viruses but have yet been tested on the COVID virus. So make sure you know the facts. And always keep your system maintained and cleaned. Contact Four Seasons AC at 4acnow.com. Four Seasons AC, the AC company you wish you called first.
Friday, June 3rd, it's shredding guitar legend Yngwie Malmsteen performing in Orlando at the Plaza Live. Don't miss this face-melting live show from one of the greatest guitarists of all time, Yngwie Malmsteen. Tickets are on sale now at PlazaLiveOrlando.org. Get yours today and don't miss Yngwie Malmsteen on June 3rd.
I'm News 6 anchor Justin Warmouth. Here are your Friday headlines. Marion County deputies are investigating a deadly crash involving a train. A pedestrian was killed just after 11 o'clock last night while walking on the tracks just off US 441 south of Ocala. That person died at the scene. No one else was hurt. A Deltona middle school math teacher is facing charges accused of kissing a 15-year-old student in a classroom. 29-year-old Carlos Rendon was arrested Wednesday. Investigators believe he was trying to have an inappropriate relationship with the teen and told other witnesses not to talk to authorities. And Harry and Harriet Moore are now nominees for the country's highest civilian award, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The civil rights activists were killed nearly 70 years ago when their home was bombed. The Moores helped more than 100,000 African Americans register to vote. Remember, you can get breaking news around the clock on clickorlando.com and the News 6 app.
WTYC, Altamont Springs, WOTW HD3, Windermere, WXUS HD3, Tunellen, Ocala, WCLB, Valparaiso, Florida Man Radio. Now, back to the Justin Clark Show on Florida Man Radio.
Number 2 is here. Makaila's here to my right. EC filling in admirably for Lurch, who's at the Army Reserve thing. What do you call it again?
Drills.
Drills. That he could have attended via Zoom. He could have probably done the show and done the drills via Zoom, don't you think? I mean,
this would have been great.
I don't necessarily want our military training via Zoom, though. I'm not ready for that. I want them out on the fields. That's what I want. Beanbag Nation here along for the ride. Happy Friday to you. If you want to join us, it's 321-339-1055. And because it's Friday and because it is hour number 2, it means my mother's here. Hello, Mom. How are you?
Oh, hi, Justin and team. Thank you for having me.
So we had a meeting this week. Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for calling. Well, we had a meeting this week, as you know, because we discussed it here, that Lurch and I thought we were going to get fired maybe. I think it was on Wednesday. And we didn't get fired. Yeah. We're still here, which is somewhat shocking to a lot of people. But one of the first things they said in the meeting is, "We love your mom calling in on Fridays. We should start promoting that." Swear, that happened in the meeting.
Oh.
So I guess people really
that makes
like
me
you.
Feel great.
I mean, I know I like you because you're sweet as can be, and you're my mom. But it seems like a lot of other people like you as well.
Oh, thank you, Justin, and thanks to all. I really do appreciate that. And I think they feel the love from me because I love you. I love all of Florida Man, and the audience is absolutely fantastic. You guys have a great connection.
Yeah.
And it just really pours through.
There's sometimes where I see where someone who listens to the show and I see them interacting with you on social media. You've kind of like become friendly with some of these people.
Oh, yes. I really love seeing, just hearing the stories and reading what they're doing and being connected. I do feel that connection, and I love that.
I love it too. All right, let me ask you a question. My understanding is you are coming here to visit very soon. When are you coming?
We are actually going to leave Knoxville on Wednesday, but I need to decide if I want to come, straight to Orlando or if we want to unpack at the beach in Palm Coast and then come on the weekend when you're off work. So whatever is easier for you and everyone is what we will do.
All right. We'll figure it out then. But, you guys do whatever you want to do as well. But we definitely want to hang.
Oh, yes. We're ecstatic. We can absolutely not wait to see you guys and the girls, Sophia and Mila, and have a great time together.
Yeah, we might need to have some talks about the girls. It's been like a weird time. I'm going to need to talk to you off the air about that when you're here, okay? I need some advice.
Yes, we will. That's what we will do for sure.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
I'm not one to ask for advice, but I might need your advice on this one.
Well, Mama Clark is always ready to help you, Justin.
Been a little bit of a rough patch. Anyway, all right, how long are you staying? Or are you staying maybe a couple weeks even?
Yeah, I think it will probably end up being about a week and a half that we get to stay.
Well, by the way, the weather here is 85 degrees today, just so you know. What is it in Tennessee?
Oh, it's cold and rainy, actually.
Yep, 85 and sunny. No big deal. I'm not trying to, rub it into anybody, but in Florida where I'm sitting right now, 85 degrees and sunny. Can you imagine?
Oh, you can rub it in. That makes me want to pack my swimsuit and get my book ready. I get the bikes out. I'm very excited to hear that.
Well, I just don't need you posting any photos in the swimsuit. I don't need to see Beanbag Nation's commentary on those, okay?
Oh, I would not do that, Justin. Maybe back when I was, back in my younger years. You
No,
would definitely
stop.
see that.
You still have it. I mean, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
in
you're
high
beautiful.
school. In high school, kids would want to spend the night at my house just to hang out with my mother. It was weird having
because
the
I was
beautiful
very
mom. They wanted to spend the night, and I was like, wow, I'm like the coolest kid in school. And then one person told me, like, no, they don't even like you. They just want to hang out with your mom. It's true story. It happened all the time.
Hey, thank you.
I was like, damn,
and then life goes on.
yeah, I was like, I'm like the coolest kid in school. And then they would come spend the night, and they wouldn't even hang out with me. Like, they wouldn't even talk to me. But
Hey, it's not like that anymore, Justin.
oh,
No,
stop it. I would totally disagree. You're still beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nothing.
I
Go
appreciate
ahead.
that.
No, I was going to say, your mom might be cooler than you.
Hey, watch it.
Hi.
Unbelievable.
It's pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. All right.
I said
all right.
might.
You guys are so kind. I love all of you. You're
Oh, by the way,
Beautiful people.
today is my little brother and his wife Lisa's anniversary, and my father, who's dead's, birthday. You still, well,
yes, it
it's
I
still
was gonna
his
clap, but why could you not like space him out? So I'd be like, congratulations.
Well, okay, he's long gone, but I'm just saying that today
Yeah,
was
my
his birthday.
face went through like a bunch
I know.
of...
It's like, oh, yeah, congratulations on the anniversary. And then my dad's dead, but it's his birthday. Okay.
Look, that was an emotional roller coaster. I agree. A
was
very
way
quick one.
too quick.
That was like the velocicoaster of emotions, wasn't it?
You didn't even give us a second to react.
Whatever. Hey, Mom, I love you. I can't wait to see you. Any thoughts you'd like to leave us with before we say goodbye?
Oh, well, I always have a couple of thoughts to help me and to help everyone, I guess. just remember, Justin, happiness comes a lot easier when we stop complaining about our problems and we start being grateful for all the problems we don't have.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Was that targeted at me or no?
No, it is not.
Okay.
That is, it is for me, and I try to live by that, and I just want to share that because it's something that we can all learn from.
Unconditional love is what? I don't you love it? No. I love it when people post things and you know they're for you and they're not positive, and you're like, I know that was for me. Was that one of these deals? No. Is that what you just did to me?
No.
Oh.
No, it is really not, Justin, because I really have to share with you that I am so incredibly blessed to be your mother.
Go on.
I thank God every day for your wisdom, your heart, your hardworking ethic that you have. And I am just so proud, seriously.
Thank you. I know a few people you need to talk to about that. All right. Anyway, all right. I love you.
I love you, and I love all of you.
All right. Tell Tom we said hello. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Next week.
Well, yes, next week. Okay, love you guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye. You too.
Okay, bye.
Seriously, was it targeted at me or no? Do you think that you'd be
when
grateful
you assume
thing?
that things are targeted at you, you just kind of look a little silly.
Also, make sure you hang up next time before you ask that question.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Bye, Mom.
I got
love you. Thank you. Woo. Thanks for getting my back. Damn good producer over here. Wait, is that narcissistic when you see someone post something and you assume it's about you?
Yeah.
Yes,
very. And then especially when you call them out on it.
I think that's actually the definition of narcissism.
Uh-huh. Whoa, well. Keith is here. It's 19 degrees here. The city is iced over. I believe Keith is in Dallas. Everything fully shut down crazy. Repeat of last year almost to the date. Got beer and fermenters I can't get to. Sucks. Enjoy your sunny 85. And by the way, Keith, I wish you guys well. I know Dallas, it gets cold in Dallas, but when it snows, it's kind of like Atlanta. They don't know how to really operate through that. Yeah. It's not 85 here. I lied. It's 75 currently on its way to 85. Okay,
77 currently.
77 and sunny currently.
It's on its way to 86.
On its way to 86. So we just didn't want to misspeak on that.
You know, speaking of Dallas, I don't know if you had this in your list. Did you see Ted Cruz's tweet?
No.
So I got to ask you if you think there's people are like on both sides, but way on it. So last year during this when there was he went to Cancun.
Yes, of course.
He yesterday morning tweeted out trying to check the prices to get to Cancun again. Well, obviously joking,
right?
Yeah.
He's trying to take it. He took a lot of heat for it last year,
yes.
So he's obviously joking. People did not.
They didn't like that joke.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was his publicist, I might have said, "Don't put that up there either." Honestly.
No, I think own it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do it, it's joking. I don't know. A lot of people got, there was a lot of people that died last year during that time period. So
I would not. I would have told him to not put that up there, but whatever. It doesn't offend me in any way. But I also don't live in Texas. Rob is here in Navarre Beach. 85 degrees there. The real feel here is 39. Okay. It's a little bit different in the Panhandle sometimes,
Well, we're gonna go from 85 to 63.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow. Yes.
So Saturday's a high of 63.
Yes.
It's better than 19, that's for sure. Chris in Sanford. Hello, Chris. LOL, I love you, bud. By the way, you have a better radio voice than Yo Frey. Thanks, I guess.
No, he's talking about me anyway.
He's talking about you?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris,
See,
that's
look at that.
EC.
You assumed.
That's EC.
Yeah, because he asked how I got my head through the door.
Oh, I see.
This morning.
See, you're right. You're right. I am a narcissist, apparently. Shane is here in New Mexico. It's 22 degrees out here in the dirt. Really? 22 in New Mexico, huh? Al the mailman, get some weed for Mom since she doesn't like you to drink. Dave the drummer's here. Good morning, gang. I love Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Okay, no. I love Crosby, Stills, Nash, but not Young. I got you. 407 checks in. Your mom is so positive and awesome, and she also keeps it real. Thank you. Roger's here. JC, good morning. True. I love your mom being on the show. She's my true hero. Screw everything else in 2 hours. I'm on vacation. Yippee yay. That a boy, Roger. Go have fun, buddy. Go have fun. Beth is here. When people make jokes, they usually mean it. CNN is left. It's like talking to a drunk person. Gabe is here in Navarre. Happy Friday, crew. I wonder if there's some deals going on for metaverse property since the stock plunge yesterday. Might be a good time to buy. It's not a bad idea, Gabe, although I'm still not ready to buy in the metaverse.
It's not in the metaverse anyway. You got to get that land.
Oh, yes.
That's where Snoop stuff is at.
I see. Steven is here. Fort Walton Beach. Strong, sexy man. Great hair.
Super strong.
Is Makaila tired? Counted 4 yawns in 3 minutes.
I've stopped yawning since then.
Gene is here. Bubba claimed that Makaila is the hottest thing in radio right before your show. Is that true? I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't argue that at all. Seriously. Chet is here. Morning, Justin, Makaila EC. Funny how the artists who fought against the government are now supporters of the man. Exactly. Yeah, couldn't agree more. And plenty more. If you want to join me, it's 321-339-1055. Now, we did the story about the 3 or 4 people in the villages who have been charged now with double voting. They literally voted in 2 different states because a lot of people in the villages came here, obviously, from other states where they used to vote, and they're like, well, let's give it a shot. Well, Florida man apparently just wants to vote twice. And one of the guys who was charged with voting twice, and this was back in the 2020 election, he told agents that, quote, I just wanted to vote twice and wanted to see if I could do it. Now, I'm pretty familiar with that you can only vote once. Are you, EC? Did you know that?
That's what I heard.
Now, Makaila, you're only 24. So you're not a retiree by any stretch of the imagination. You also know that you can only vote once, right?
Yeah.
You knew that.
I did.
Do you know that when you come out of the womb? I think you know when you come out of the womb you can only vote once. I don't even think that's a learned trait.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Maybe when you're
It's a
15.
little aggressive.
Charles Barnes is 64, and he just wanted to figure out if he could vote twice. He wanted to see if he could do it.
I understand that whole thought process because there's some things I'm like, could I do it? Like, could I get away with it?
So you would try it.
No, I
don't recommend it.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I
I'm
heard
just saying, I think
Justin
people...
Clark went through that same thing. He was like, I got a key. Can I just walk out of here without this key, without paying for this key?
You're talking about that Home Depot thing that didn't happen, aren't you?
Everyone has that thought.
Uh-huh.
And he did it. He walked out without that key.
Well, I don't remember. I don't remember what happened. I might have the key
He's
here
like,
with me.
so which key do you refer?
He was arrested on a felony fraud count for voting in both Florida and Connecticut. He lives there in the villages. A lot of people in the villages. What a place. He was registered to vote in Florida since 2019, but he had been voting in Connecticut for like 40 years or something. He was still registered in Milford, which is right outside of New Haven. And he requested a Connecticut absentee ballot on September 15th, 2020, citing COVID as the reason he could not vote in person. So he returned that ballot via mail, and then he went down to the villages, to the little rec center or whatever, on October 28th, voted again. He did tell the cops, it won't happen again. I learned my lesson. I guess so. He's the 4th resident of the villages to be arrested in the last 3 weeks for voting twice in that election.
That just shows you right there that we have a problem with our voting. If he could mail in a ballot and then walk up and vote, that tells me that there might have been many, 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 many more people who did the same exact thing.
I'm sure he would. I'm sure he was like that. There's how many million people here? No one's gonna catch me. And they actually didn't even catch him in Florida. It was the Connecticut people that noticed it. He was probably like, come on, this is a big-ass country. No one's going to notice. Well, they sure did. I mean, I think there was, they were looking into the voting a little bit more this time because of everything that was going on. The Olympics started in China, Beijing. That's all I have.
That's all they had.
I mean, is anyone going to watch the Olympics? Are we really? Are we going to watch much of the
Which
Olympics?
Which one is it?
Winter.
This is winter. I know. See, I think a lot of people have your same mentality. Like, I don't even know. And by the way, it is 85 degrees here. It doesn't feel very winter-like. So I don't even think people know if it's a summer or winter Olympics right now.
I like the thing where they move the stick.
Oh, yeah. What is that again?
Yes.
Curling. That's not so bad. Some people are going to take this the wrong way. When I see these curlers and a lot of Olympic athletes, and you realize they train 12 hours a day for this, you're thinking, imagine if you expended that sort of energy on, I don't know, like a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that is their job.
Yeah.
Is it?
They get sponsors. They
don't make any money, do they?
A decent amount. Enough
might
to be able to do
on a
that.
Wheaties box.
Yeah, well, I don't think that the Wheaties box pays that much anymore, unfortunately. Wheaties aren't that good anyway. And by the way, are they still doing the whole, cot there, making beds out of cardboard or something? Did you hear that?
No, but I did see that their people were in the Olympic Village, that there's, sprayers that are spraying disinfectant down onto them.
Oh, yes.
And then when you go into the bar, the bartenders are wearing full hazmat suits to bartend.
Oh.
Wow.
Imagine if you've been training your whole life to be an Olympic curler, and finally you make the team and you got to go over this year. In China.
Yeah.
No, thank you. You know what? I'm going to take up, I don't know, a job. I'm going to get a job or something. If you're a curler, let me give you a piece of advice. Stop curling. It's not going to get you anywhere. If my daughter ever comes to me and says, Daddy, great news. I'm going to be an Olympic curler. I'm going to say, no, you're not. Nuh-uh.
No.
No, you have to say it's not even halfway true. You're going to be, how expensive is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he's going to go, what are the best?
Cheaper than horses.
What's the most expensive rock and brooms that you can get? And then you're going to buy those for her and then go get her curling trainer.
And you can do it.
I'm going to sell the horse and buy you a broom.
Seems like a fair trade.
You know what? I retract my previous statement. If she comes up to me and says she wants to be a curler, I'm going to say, hell yes. You can be a curler as long as you go to school at the same time. And I'm going to sell the horse and buy a broom. What's that thing called, the little round thing that they push around?
The stone.
It's called a stone?
Yeah, I think it has another name for it.
It definitely has a fancy name.
Yeah, I think it has a fancier name.
Because it's a fancy stone.
Because stone just doesn't do that thing justice. I just don't know when you got to sweep and stop sweeping. And it's weird, too, because people hate sweeping at their house. It's so much so that they hire cleaning companies to come and sweep for them. Yet we're going to make an Olympic sport where we have to sweep. I don't even get it. I don't understand what people don't want to sweep. I guarantee you these curlers, after they cook dinner, they're like, oh, I'm not sweeping. Like, well, you sweep for a living. You know what I mean? How dare you? And imagine if you were married to one of these people and then they refuse to sweep at home. Be like, honey, you leave home every day for 12 hours and you sweep. You're not going to help me sweep at the house? You must be the best sweeper in this house for sure.
It is called a stone, or the curling stone.
It is a stone?
Yeah. They either call it the stone or the rock.
We were both wrong, which is, not that abnormal, honestly. We had a couple more messages here. Rich B is here. Sell the horse and buy the broom. Are you still talking about the kids or the ex? I'm not talking about any of them. Nobody. Nuh-uh. Not on this program. Tom is here. It is called the rock. Okay. Gene is here. I agree, Justin. Get a job. Olympics in China? Hell now. I agree with that. Michael in Jefferson, Georgia. Did you see that picture? It says Beijing 2022, and it has Joe Biden shirtless going down a hill with China's, what do you call that guy?
Xi Jinping.
Yeah, Xi Jinping on top of him, which is about right. Henry's here. Who did the old man vote for? He was a Trumper, I believe. Chris checks in. Sorry, I forgot it's the Justin effing Clark show. That's okay. You said EC has a better voice than Yo Frey. Was that a debate on Shando's show or something?
No.
Oh.
I don't. Not that I can think of.
I bet. Hey, Chris, I bet you won't text in during Shannon's show and say that when Yo Frey's here. Will you?
Yeah, you would.
Oh, Beth is here. JC, you are as bad as me spending a S-load of money on my LAX and they're not going to do anything with. Just walk away spending thousands of dollars, whatever makes the kids happy. A crap load of my...
I think that's lacrosse. Like kids playing lacrosse.
Oh, lacrosse. Here's the thing, Beth, about lacrosse. For those of us that don't play, LAX, because I think airport.
Lax Bros.
What?
Lax Bros.
Oh, yeah. Is that what they're called? The lacrosse boys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, got it. Got to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
When we return, we will round out the week, and we will do so by Makaila getting blatantly honest. Quick break. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
Florida Man Radio.
It's Jesse Kelly. It's only right for me to have a home here at Florida Man Radio, unfiltered and unafraid. That's what you get from me, unapologetically. Take a ride with me, and we'll talk everything from pizza to politics. Whether it's tackling serious issues the mainstream media outlets are too scared to touch, or having a good time cracking jokes with all my red-blooded Americans out there. It's all for you weeknights at 7 p.m. on 660 a.m. and 105.5 FM, Florida Man Radio.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Hey, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. Listen every weekday mornings right here on Florida Man Radio. Powered by Anna Jar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Catch Between the Ribs with host Jonathan Morris, fourth-generation farmer. This and every Saturday at 5 p.m. Get first-hand insight into farming, faith, and family, explained only as Jonathan Morris can. So be prepared to be entertained. Between the Ribs, Saturdays at 5 p.m. only on the Florida Man Radio Network.
Cooler weather means roaches, fleas, even rats looking for a nice warm place to hide. Head to Do-It-Yourself Pest Products now so you're ready for them. Do-It-Yourself Pest Products, 8355 South Highway 1792, Fern Park, 407-830-4505.
You can't miss International Diamond Center's most romantic Valentine's offer ever. Guys, IDC's got you covered. Now through the 14th, when you buy any jewelry at IDC for $99 or more, we'll give you some gorgeous long stem roses, a box of chocolates, and a $25 voucher for dinner at Charlie's Vito's Chop House or Fishbones. Think about it. Chocolates, dinner, and a dozen roses. All free when you spend just $99 or more. Plus, IDC has put together a remarkable collection of affordable Valentine's jewelry. Rings, bands, earrings, bracelets, so much to choose from, including all the popular new diamond pendants like you've seen on TV, with better quality diamonds for less than the national chain stores prices. And listen, if you're getting engaged, you can get 36 months zero interest financing on all loose diamonds, engagement rings, and wedding bands. 3 years, zero interest. She deserves the best, and the best is at IDC with the most romantic gifts, plus a dozen roses, candy, and a $25 dinner voucher for Charlie's Vito's Chop House or Fishbones. Exclusively at International Diamond Center or convenient Orlando area locations.
Looking for the ultimate sports dining experience with a view of every game from every seat? Get to Aruga's Grill House and Sports Bar in Winter Park. At Aruga's, you'll enjoy exceptional food that's fresh and made to order, like the crab pretzel, hand-breaded mozzarella triangle, black Angus burger, award-winning wings, and made from scratch strombolis. Aruga's offers 40 beers on draft. Come in weekdays for the $7.99 lunch combo and half-price happy hour from 4 till 7. Aruga's on 436 in Winter Park, just south of University Boulevard. Tonight, it's half-price appetizers starting at 8.
Veteran of the Month from Florida Man Radio.
We're proud to salute the men and women of the armed forces here in Central Florida. February's Veteran of the Month is U.S. Marine Corps veteran Michael Whitman from Mount Dora. We're hooking veteran Whitman up with a 2-night stay at the Hard Rock Daytona Beach Hotel and more. Nominate the vet in your life to be our Veteran of the Month now. Log on to FloridaManRadio.com to get started. Thanks to TrueLeaf.com.
Thank you to all the vets and active military serving our country. Powered by TrueLeaf.com.
My friends George Ray and Audrey Chrisman, advisors at Engel and Volkers Real Estate, are the only people you need to talk to if you're buying or selling a home. Call 407-972-3777 or georgeandaudrey.com. Hear more about George and Audrey during the Shannon Burke Show.
Attention! Frogger's Grill and Bar restaurants are looking for line cooks at all locations. That's Old Town, Oviedo, Apopka, Altamont Springs, and Mount Dora. Apply in person or go to Froggers.com to complete an application. Great pay, up to $15 an hour and flexible hours for a fast-paced, fun working environment. Frogger's restaurants are looking for line cooks at all locations. Go to Froggers.com today. Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hop in with food and fun.
Hey, Savannah, let's go to Gatorland. We can enjoy all the great animal shows and gators for less, since Florida residents get in for only $16.50 through the end of February.
That's way less than parking at a big park.
More fun for less money at Gatorland.
And we don't make your car pay to just sit there.
Have you ever caught yourself saying,
"These 20-year-old kids and their social media"?
Then it's time to think about your retirement. Listen to the Savvy Investor Radio Show with Mike Kinnett and Ryan Herbert, Saturday afternoons at 4, Sunday mornings at 10, here on Florida Man Radio.
Four Seasons was asked what you can do to help keep your home healthy in regards to your AC. 1. Use a good pleated filter. 2. Ventilate. Open your windows if the temp and humidity outside are tolerable. And 3. Eliminate the viruses and bacteria in the air. Some ionization air purifiers kill cold and flu viruses, but have yet been tested on the COVID virus. So make sure you know the facts. And always keep your system maintained and cleaned. Contact Four Seasons AC at 4acnow.com. Four Seasons AC, the AC company you wish you called first.
Aw, come on, guys. Get your romance on this February with a sexy bedroom outfit from Premier Couple Superstore. They've got a huge selection of lingerie, shoes, toys, games, love oils, and a ton of great gifts and so much more. So go to Premier Couple Superstore where you don't pay those high prices because you go directly to the source. 5009 South OBT or shop online at premiercouples.net because the couple that plays together stays together.
Premier Couple Superstore takes you where you want to go.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Now, back to the Justin Clark Show on Florida Man Radio.
It's gross, Makaila. Just so you know. I don't recommend that.
I was curious.
I know Valentine's Day is coming up.
Oh my god. Bye.
She was talking about gifts for... Never mind.
She's getting all those bears from Build-A-Bear.
Makaila, are you ready to get blatantly honest?
I am.
The author of the best-selling book, Blatantly Honest, model, speaker, co-host on Best of Central Florida with Justin Clark every Saturday on CBS. Makaila Nichols gets Blatantly Honest.
You really enunciated that.
Thank you.
That was me being blatantly honest.
It's because Chris has me all messed up with a voice thing.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, anyway, in lighter news, a kindergarten kid who had never seen snow was sent a snowman. So literally this kid lived in Florida, so right in our backyard. An 800 mile? Yeah, it journeyed this whole way for this little kid. So like this aunt collected all the snow, and I guess they had 10 inches wherever they were in Kentucky, and literally put it in like a UPS thing and built a snowman and sent it here to Florida so a kid who never saw snow could see snow.
Hold on, I want to make sure I understand this. An aunt, like an aunt,
like an aunt, like my aunt, like
not
an aunt and uncle,
like an uncle.
Aunt and
Okay.
uncle.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Yes, no, a gigantic ant did not put together a box of snow and ship it to a child.
I thought you were saying that some ants, like the, I don't know.
A bunch of ants got together.
Yeah, that's impressive,
and went
smart
to
ants.
the UPS.
Shipped it to a random small child that they didn't know.
Do you say aunt or aunt?
Aunt.
What do you say?
If I think about it, I'll probably say aunt. But,
Aunt.
but if I'm just talking about it, it's aunt. I don't know.
It's weird, and I think in Tennessee, I think they use both. But is aunt more proper than aunt?
Who cares?
I do. We're trying to figure this out. This is
Aunt.
important stuff.
I think aunt's more of a southern thing.
Oh, they would always make me say aunt. I would say aunt.
Yes, it's your aunt.
I
It's
like
your aunt so and so.
I mean, I like the Italian people because they would just always say auntie or auntie or something. Now, you know what? Never mind. Then next.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you seen the movie? I think it's called Encanto. Is that how you say it?
Encanto.
Encanto. Yep. I guess it's that southern accent. I can't speak clearly. So anyway, she has glasses, which is kind of like super cute because there hasn't really been a character that has glasses. Well, a 12-year-old named Lori, she wrote a letter to Disney asking for them to create a character with glasses, and then her wish came true. And the film's director, Jared Bush, saw the letter 3 years ago, and he said he was not able to tell her at the time that the film was being made, but he saved her letter that long, and then he reached out to her.
They didn't cast her in the role though. That's what they should have done.
It's an animated.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Actually,
watch,
there
I
was
don't
a
watch cartoons.
Really cute video I've seen of this little girl, and she's the main character. Has a scene where she's young. She's got really curly hair. She's got these big kind of Coke bottle red glass, and the little girl they look exactly the same. And she's going, "That's me. That's me." So that's times where representation matters.
So you both do not have children. And I want to ask a very important question, and this is for both of you. Do you watch cartoon movies, animated movies?
All the time.
You really do?
Yes, I do.
Give me an example of one you've watched recently.
It's been
in the last 2 years, whatever.
Oh no, I mean within the last 2 years, a ton of them.
Really?
When I was sick when I was sick and out, that's what I sit and watch Disney movies. I watched.
Are you serious?
Monsters Inc. I watched Monsters University. I watched
Monsters
Wall-E.
University's cute.
I watched all 4 Toy Stories. Both The Incredibles.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Animated movies make me cry. All of them.
So, all right, question to you. Do you watch animated movies frequently?
Yeah.
Cartoons,
Yeah.
is what they are.
But then I cry.
Why?
Because like there's always like a sad part and something with the animation, I just like get really emotional.
Really?
Always, especially Up.
Cartoons make you emotional.
Yes.
The last one I watched was Lion King, which was a long time ago.
I just watched Doggone Trouble with my dog the other day. It's her favorite.
Did she enjoy it?
Yeah.
Really?
Every time I put it on, I'm like, you want to watch your favorite movie? And she's like, ah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch cartoons because I'm a man.
Because I'm a man. And
I'm 42-year-old man.
Yeah, whatever.
And?
I don't know. It weirds me out that you like them, that you like cartoons still. I'm just in shock. That's all.
Cartoons are a great movie. It's not a cartoon. I mean, it is. I watch cartoons all the time still, too.
I watch the Flint. You do?
Yes.
Such as?
I watch, like, Family Guy, American Dad.
Those, I don't consider those cartoons either. Those are a little bit more adult-oriented, you know? The ones you're talking about are like kids stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever watch like American Dad? That's funny.
No.
I fall asleep to it every night.
I love.
Why? It's that
Oh
boring?
no, what's the Paradise PD?
I've watched that one too.
That one's funny too.
No, it's one of those. I can't fall asleep without something being on, but your brain struggles if it's something that's never seen before. And I've seen all the episodes of American Dad like thousands of times.
I've never thought about that.
So what ends up happening is you'll notice, like if you fall asleep with a TV, if something comes on that you've never seen before, you'll wake up. No, you'll wake up because your brain's like, there's someone in my house.
That's genius. I've never had that thought, but it makes sense.
It confuses your brain.
I can't sleep with the TV on. It needs to be pitch black.
I can. You sleep with the TV on all night, right? EC.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I know. There's different schools of thought on that. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I had
All right,
one,
good.
but
What?
No. What? Were you saying all right, good? Like,
No.
No?
No, you still have plenty of time.
Yeah, we have plenty of time.
Sweet. Okay, so there's a 22-year-old named Beth Matthews from Wales. I'm not going to say where in Wales because I think Swansea? Swansea?
Close
Anyway, she wanted to be a model, and a while ago, modeling was like, very like the tall, really skinny. Anyway, I won't get
The
into that.
Makailas.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. People that looked like when Makaila modeled. Anyway, there really wasn't a lot of representation, but she has Down syndrome, Beth, and she saw another girl, Ellie Goldstein, who also has Down syndrome, and she was represented in Gucci. So they ended up signing with the same agency, and they're both modeling. And she said she's been blossoming since she was given this opportunity to become a model.
That's
And
very sweet.
so it's changing. The fashion
What is
industry
she?
is slowly
What is she
changing.
modeling?
Just like different stuff. Like this one girl like appeared in like Gucci and a lot of different big campaigns like that. So they're trying to have more representation, which I think is awesome and long overdue.
Really? Pretty awesome. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Excellent job today. You and EC both killed it today, by the way. You really did. We had some.
I know. I'll probably hear on Monday about how big-headed I was all show.
That's not true. I think you did a wonderful job today. Pete checks in. Hello, Pete. I'm almost 50 and by the way, everyone disagrees with me. Everyone that has texted in since you started the animation story a minute ago disagrees with me. They think I'm an idiot. They love animated movies. Cartoons. I thought they were called cartoons. They give them this fancy name, animated movie. Now it's okay for adults to watch cartoons.
There's a lot of adult content hidden in animated movies.
See, I just would rather watch a movie they don't hide stuff from me. That's what I want. Why do you...
Because maybe it would go over your head.
Oh. Pete
Like,
said,
you haven't watched Shrek before?
Never.
Oh,
you know why? Because it's a
What?
cartoon. It's a cartoon.
I used to play the Shrek game on the PlayStation.
It's a cartoon. A cartoon is a cartoon is a cartoon.
Whatever.
Pete says, I'm almost 50 and watch animated shows almost every night. Not kiddie cartoons, though. Yeah. Chris is here. I do the same thing. I have to watch something I've already seen. See, my problem is I would watch like a new Dateline as I'm trying to go to sleep, but one I've never seen, and I get interested in it, so I don't go to sleep. And I've never thought, just watch something you've already seen.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know.
Is this a
what
well-known
What do
thing?
you like? I mean, what do you, The Office or something like that? Is there a TV show?
I watched that
you,
back in the day a little bit.
I mean,
Sure.
but is there a show that if it's on TV, you'll take and watch it?
Ozark I was into.
Okay, well, that's a little, you don't want to do something that's super violent because that'll wake you up as well.
Really? Is that right? I didn't know you were a sleep expert all of a sudden.
Oh, it was actually a study that just came out not too long ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Gene checks in. Monsters, Inc. and University is the best. Really?
Yes.
Oh, Robin in Defuniac Springs agrees with me. Thank you. I agree with you, Justin, on the cartoons. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, also, Kevin agreed with you, so.
Oh, Kevin, I'm with you. Cartoons suck.
Well, then I am completely right. Me and Makaila are exactly.
Yeah, we're on the same.
Trash Man Ben, the Despicable Me series is funny as hell. Rich B. Justin, if you pay attention to the kids' movies, most of them have jokes targeting adults. Really? Beth is here. There are good life lessons to be learned in cartoons, just saying. So it seems like it's about 70-30 against me. I think more people like these animated movies than I thought. I thought more people would be on my team about this. I also don't like superhero movies either, as has been well documented on this program.
No, you're wrong about that, too.
What's your favorite superhero line of... Are you big into superhero movies? I don't think so.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Both
But
of
like
you.
not the new ones.
Okay, what's your favorite? Is it a line? I don't know. What are they? Marvel movies,
Yeah,
whatever.
the Marvel movies for the most part.
So which ones are those?
Iron Man, Spider-Man,
Captain America.
Okay.
The Avengers.
And then what's the Spider-Man, Batman ones?
No, Spider-Man's Marvel.
That's Marvel?
Yes.
Oh, what about Batman?
Batman is DC.
Get it right.
I don't know. I'm asking because I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
You've never seen never mind.
I'd probably rather sit around and listen to Joni Mitchell. I'd rather sit outside and listen to Joni Mitchell all night than watch those movies. That's sad, isn't it?
It is very
It's
sad.
very depressing.
Let me ask you a question.
No one's gonna sit with you.
Would you rather watch Despicable Me or sit outside listening to Joni Mitchell drinking?
I love the Minions.
And also, you can drink during the Minions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You
You
can.
could make
You're an adult.
Minion-inspired
You're allowed to
drinks.
do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have done that before. The AMC that has the bar up the street here. I have gone and
Yes.
watched cartoon movies while having cocktails. So
No kidding. You're right.
I saw
mean,
SpongeBob on Broadway.
I feel like I'm yeah.
Yeah.
I got issues. I feel like it is time for me to get to a theater, though. But I mean, for a movie that I want to see, I want to go to a theater where they feed you and bring you drinks. Isn't there one at Disney World or something where they?
There's one downtown.
Sinopolis.
Yeah, there's one downtown.
That's good
I want to
ones.
go. Is the food awful or is it?
No, it's good.
Is that edible?
I used to go every week.
Is it the food okay? Is it like chicken?
Sinopolis has good stuff.
Yeah, it's
is
good.
Is it chicken tenders?
It depends on the
everything.
place you go. I know the one at Disney Springs. They have ones that are certain ones are menued ones.
Yeah.
And the food's good. It's just it is really expensive. I mean, you're out of
Yeah.
Disney, but I
Yeah.
think me and my wife went and saw a movie, and it was like $200 after the food and tickets and stuff like that.
Everyone hates me. Michael in Jefferson, Georgia. Justin just lost a lot of respect for you, buddy. Everyone, no. Some people agree. Let me see here. Was that him from 30A in Santa Rosa? All right, I'm going to have to say it. Despicable Me is a must-see this weekend. Really? Despicable Me? How long is it? If they'd make them 45 minutes, I'd do it.
About an hour and a half.
Like regular movie links?
Yeah.
Ugh. Can we
It's
do
cute
it?
because they love bananas.
Despicable Me?
Yeah.
They
They're
love
like,
bananas?
"Banana!" Yeah,
And
it's
that's
cute.
cute? You know, and the bad thing is EC knows exactly what she's talking
Oh,
about.
I've seen them all.
I like when they sing.
Oh.
Ba, ba, ba,
right.
ba, 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 da.
Excellent week of shows today. EC, this week. EC, thank you for filling in
Oh, no
yet
problem.
again. I know it's extra work for you coming in early. I noticed Shannon did not bring you a sandwich today, though. Maybe because it was just a one-day event.
Yeah, it's one time.
Right? Makaila, as always, thank you for coming by today. You were right on time. Right on time. It was close. The door was already closed. Let's put it that way. You are an author, a speaker. People are dying to find out more about you. To learn more about you, what is the best way to do so?
Instagram and Facebook at Makaila Nichols.
EC, great job today. More about you where?
Just Google search Eric Stacy. You'll find me.
Is that right?
Like me and another Canadian kid. It's
That's
fine.
it. Awesome.
I
All
gotta
right.
fight him for that name anyway.
Thank you again. And thank you for joining me. If you want to follow me, it's at ATTY Justin Clark on Twitter. ATTY Justin Clark on Instagram. I love you. I really, really do. Tell your friends, please. Tell them to download the Florida Man Radio app. All past shows are there as well. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Do me one more favor, though. Could you stick around? Because Bill O'Reilly is coming up next, followed by the legend Edward Till. Shando takes over after Ed with the Shannon Burke Show. He's the anchor tenant around here. EC will be back with Shando. Yo Frey will be back. They're going to have a voice-off this afternoon, I heard. For Chris and Sanford. We're going to do a voice-off. Bubba Whip-Ass Wilson should be here. Can't say what time.
He'll be here.
He'll be here. Any predictions on time of arrival?
He'll be on time.
He'll be on time today?
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it. Great programming all weekend as well. The party starts again Monday morning with the big man himself, Bubba the Love Sponge. Makaila, I don't know much, but I do know one little teeny tiny thing.
And that is?
I'll see you right back here again Monday morning on the Florida Man Radio Network.